The gospel writers want us to see the deep irony in how Jesus died. Every part of his execution was a mockery of a coronation, but in reality, it was the real thing. They put a purple robe on him to laugh at him, but he truly is the King of Kings. They twisted thorns into a circle to cause pain, but that crown of suffering broke the curse of the earth we saw in the Garden of Eden. They lifted him up on a cross to shame him, but Jesus said, "When I am lifted up, I will draw all people to myself." On the cross, the holiness of God and the sin of man finally met. The King took the wrath of the Old Testament so we could have the grace of the New. As Jesus breathed his last, he shouted one word, "Telestai." In the Greek world, this was a business term used when a debt was fully settled. It wasn't a cry of defeat. It was a shout of triumph. The fracture from lesson 1 of this level was being mended. The curtain in the temple, the barrier between God and man, was torn in two from top to bottom. The king didn't win by killing his enemies. He won by dying for them. This is the upside-down power we've been talking about all throughout Level 3. The story ends on Friday with a dead king in a borrowed tomb. To the world, the storyline was over. The light had been extinguished. But if you've been paying attention to the signs from our last lesson, you know that the king doesn't just have authority over nature and sickness. He has authority over the grave. The action step for this week: find a cross this week, whether it's on a building or a piece of jewelry. Don't see it as a religious symbol. See it as a throne. Remind yourself that your king chose to go there for you. In our next lesson, the storyline takes its most explosive turn: the resurrection, the beginning of the new creation.